Mariah May has arrived in WWE. Let's talk about it. What's up, everybody? It is yours truly, Flamin' Ricky DeRays, right here on the Wrestle Havoc channel. Mariah May has officially made her WWE debut last night on NXT, and it's safe to say she has made quite the impact as of late. Before we get into all this craziness, please make sure to like and subscribe to the Wrestle Havoc channel right here on YouTube, in which we discuss everything in and outside of the squared circle. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content, and as the frickin' referee would say, ring that damn bell for more notifications. Also, if you guys haven't checked out my video on R-Truth, the link will be in the description below. We gotta talk about Mariah May. Of course, if you guys don't know, you should know. Mariah May showed up on last night's edition of NXT, and she has her sights set on JC Jane's newly won NXT Women's title. The fact that WWE managed to swoop in and sign her immediately is crazy, but they saw her marketability and was like, we gotta sign this woman. It's crazy to think, considering it was only a couple of days prior that it was reported that Mariah May was removed from AEW's roster page, hence meaning that she was going to be leaving AEW and that she was WWE bound. Now, we got details according to Fightful Select regarding Mariah May's official WWE debut. Mariah May is officially with WWE. Mariah May has signed a multi-year contract with World Wrestling Entertainment. As one would expect after she debuted on NXT, WWE has been moving talent around in anticipation of the move, with a number of NXT talent moving up to the main roster. The specifics of the debut were kept very quiet as not to leak, at least on WWE's behalf. Sources claim that a very tight circle knew, quote-unquote, officially, that May was on board ahead of time, but the plan for a while has been for her on NXT. Fightful has been told that word was relayed in Guerrilla to the talent just before the segment started. Most in AEW expected her to head to WWE for the last couple of months. She'd been making moves, preparing for life after AEW over the last couple of months, with most everyone thinking the landing point was WWE. The talent that Fightful has spoke to said that they expected her on NXT when she signed because of all of the recent SmackDown and Raw call-ups. Fightful has heard that AEW was interested in retaining her, but have not yet heard what the offer looked like. Those that Fightful has spoke to in AEW didn't seem to think that she departed on bad terms. Mariah May was removed from AEW's roster page on May 31st, and her management said that she was technically still under contract. Fightful has learned that the deal came up at the start of June with a couple of others, but made the rare move on their behalf of getting ahead of the departure. NXT didn't mention her name. Now, this is actually an interesting point when it comes to this whole update from Fightful. WWE NXT didn't mention her name. Fightful hasn't heard anything if they are changing it, but if there would be no issues with her using Mariah May as a name, as it's believed to be her shoot name. She's able to use the Mariah May name if both sides chose to, as she has for years. This is a different situation, but when Ricky Starks debuted, WWE was insistent that there could be issues with the name, even though he'd even technically used it on WWE television before. Now, right off the bat, in terms of her name, when Mariah May showed up, she didn't even say her name whatsoever, but all the fans at the Performance Center knew exactly who she was. This was a similar instance with Ricky Starks when he debuted on NXT a couple of months ago. He showed up, but he did not mention his name. Could this be a sign of WWE changing Mariah May's name? In my opinion, I hope not, considering everybody knows her as Mariah. Not to mention, everybody was chanting Mariah when she showed up last night. And according to this Fightful report, Mariah May is actually her shoot name, so honestly, I see no issue with WWE using Mariah May. To be fair, I didn't really like that WWE changed Ricky Starks' name. Like, I still refer to him as Ricky Starks. I can't get used to calling him Ricky Saints. I just call him Ricky Starks because he's Ricky Starks. But in terms of Mariah May, I don't see them changing her name, but it'd be an absolute dud in my eyes that they would change her name. Or they'd probably tweak it a little bit, maybe call her Mariah something. I have absolutely no idea. But the one thing, if they are going to change her name, I urge them not to remove the name Mariah. That's just me. But yeah, man, Mariah May, she immediately swooped in and signed with the WWE. Now, I see a lot of discourse on social media, and to be honest, it is embarrassing, simply because of the fact that it's been Mariah May's lifelong dream to be a part of WWE. She's wanted to do this her whole life, and now she finally gets the chance to do so. I see a lot of AEW fans on social media upset. A lot of AEW fans immediately turn on Mariah May after she joined NXT last night. Like, everybody's calling her a traitor. I'm like, bro, really? Those fans are clowns. You shouldn't really take those fans seriously, because let's be real, they were never fans of Mariah May to begin with. Not to mention, you had all these WWE fans who shit all over Mariah May when she was in AEW, only for them to flip the switch once she joins WWE. You know, I tweeted this out on Twitter. I've never seen so much hate from one side and fake love from the other side. It's very telling how wrestling fans act. They really don't give a shit about you. They are blinded by their fandom. Here's a couple of other tweets that I totally agree with. This is what John Alba wrote. Mariah May made Tony Khan money. Tony Khan made Mariah May money. It worked out for both sides. Backing yourself into a corner because you're worried somebody may go somewhere else in a few years is ridiculous. Welcome to free agency in every sport. And I totally agree with him. This is free agency at its finest. Why would you be worried about where somebody's gonna go a couple years down the line? I hate to break it to you, but we are gonna have instances where guys jump ship from AEW to the WWE, and also have instances of people jumping ship from WWE to AEW. It's bound to happen. That's just how the business works. I don't understand people thinking that these guys are WWE or AEW lifers. You don't think MJF, once his contract is up, is contemplating WWE? I guarantee you we will see MJF in the WWE ring in the future. It's just bound to happen. Here's this tweet by Sean Ross Sapp. Sean Ross Sapp's take on Mariah May is 100% spot on. He tweeted this, and I quote, "Mariah May has played her career masterfully. From a fan to a wrestler, getting a WWE tryout very early and not being signed. Traveled all over the world, went to Japan and worked her ass off. Got signed by AEW with the top of the card story that had a full fleshed out end and became world champion. Then she signed with WWE and will be in a position to secure another major contract in a few years." Sean Ross Sapp was spot on with that statement, and I 100% agree with this. Mariah May is the pure definition of somebody that knows her worth. And in the next couple of years, she's going to be in line for a major contract with whoever she will sign with in the future. Most likely she will probably remain with the WWE because she's always wanted to be there, but you never know. AEW could come back and be like, hey, we will pay you all this money. Also, I see a lot of discourse online about her being put in NXT instead of the main roster. I said this before and I'll say it again. The fan in me really wants Mariah May to be a part of the main roster. But looking at NXT at the moment, both Stephanie Vaquer and Julia, two of NXT's top women's wrestlers on their roster, recently got called up to the main roster. Julia got called up to the SmackDown brand and Stephanie Vaquer got called up to the Raw brand. With those two women being called up to the main roster, there was a huge void being left in the women's division in NXT. Mariah May is the perfect candidate to take over that spot. Because if you look at the quality of work that she has done in the, year and a half that she was in AEW, dude, the sky is the limit for her. And I guarantee you it will not be long until Mariah May becomes the NXT Women's Champion. A part of me kind of feels bad for JC Jane because let's be realistic with ourselves. She won the title last week on NXT, but from what it looks like, she's probably going to drop it to Mariah. Unfortunately, JC Jane is going to be a transitional champion, but it is what it is. As someone who doesn't really watch a lot of NXT, moves like this, honestly, make me want to watch NXT now. Bro, NXT has like the best women's division in the world right now. And Mariah May being a part of that only makes it even better. Not to mention the partnership with TNA. Dude, NXT has a lot of momentum at the moment. I'm gonna say this right here and right now. This will go down as one of the biggest signings in recent memory. And right now, Mariah May is the talk of the wrestling world. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Mariah May and her WWE debut on NXT. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, push that bell for notifications. And be on the lookout for more videos right here on the Wrestle Havoc channel, in which we discuss everything in and outside of the squared circle. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content. And as the Virgin Free would say, ring, ring, ring that damn bell for more notifications. And as always, it is yours truly, Flamin' Ricky DeRays, signing out. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.